there, this is Tate, and welcome to the Wrestling Time Post Show. It is Wednesday, August 16, 2023, and tonight I will be talking about AEW Dynamite. Alright, so tonight, as the build to Allin continues, we got some matches announced tonight, and we got plenty to talk about. Let's kick things off talking about this Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match. Jeff Hardy versus Double J Jeff Jarrett. During this match, you had Matt Hardy pull a carry and he poured blood on Double J and Karen Jarrett. There was this one spot where everybody was giving everybody a low blow. But I think the part that had everybody talking about was when Leatherface. Yes, I'm talking about Leatherface. Chainsaw and awe. From the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, Leatherface came out and he chased away Karen Jarrett. I was not expecting a cameo from Leatherface. What an awful match. I'm pretty sure a lot of people echoed your sentiment here. But nevertheless, Jeff Jarrett was victorious after Jay Lethal hit Jeff Hardy in the back with the hammer, and then Satan Sin chokeslammed Jeff Hardy onto Double J, and he put Double J on top of Jeff Hardy. So I'm gonna be upfront here. This was kind of cringy. And it reminded me of when WWE did that tie-in with the Army of the Dead, and they had zombies as the lumberjack during the Miz versus Damien Priest at WrestleMania Backlash 2 years ago. You've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Really? Neither version? Neither the original nor the remake? Wow, I've seen it. So I was not a fan of this, and I wasn't a fan of Leatherface coming out and chasing Karen Jarrett away. Granted, I'm sure some people like this, but I personally didn't. What did you guys think? Did you guys like this match? I want a replica of that belt that Jeff Jarrett won. That belt was dope looking. Yeah, okay, I will admit that belt was dope looking. But the match itself, yeah, not that good. The match was cheesy but fun. You think so? Okay. Now let's talk about this Chris Jericho segment, because I was shocked of Jericho's response. So, you guys know that Jericho told Don Callis that he would give him the answer this week, right? Jericho's answer to Don Callis was yes. Match was a 0-something Vince McMahon will book. Yeah. And I was personally shocked by that because, I thought Jericho was going to, stay with the JAS, but that didn't happen. And so you saw that there was this painting, it was covered up, and Jericho was asking Don Callis what that painting was. And it was a painting of Don Callis holding Chris Jericho's head. Don Callis tries to play this off as the artist, screwed up the painting, but Jericho, of course, he knows Don Callis, so he knew Don Callis was lying. And so Don Callis finally admits to Chris Jericho that he didn't think that Jericho joined him. And I thought so too. I didn't think Chris Jericho was going to join him here. He said that he thought Jericho would say no due to his massive ego. And Jericho says that nobody cared about Don Callis 3 years ago because he wasn't in the wrestling business. I got something to say about that, but let me get through the segment first. So, Chris Jericho slaps Don Callis, and then Will Ospreay and Konosuke Takeshita attack Chris Jericho. Will Ospreay uses a chair, and Jericho's busted open. Don Callis saw an insult to injury, hits Chris Jericho with that painting, and then Sammy Guevara comes running down Chris Jericho's back. Now, Sammy Guevara did tell Chris Jericho he was still loyal and that maybe he would be there. So this proves that he's still there for Chris Jericho. So when Chris Jericho said that Don Callis wasn't in the wrestling business 3 years ago, and that no one cared, correction, Don Callis was co-executive vice president of Impact Wrestling 3 years ago. He left to AEW during Omega's belt collector gimmick to become his manager. Reminded me of the Festival of Friendship. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. The Festival of Friendship with Kevin Owens, only it was reversed. Also, I was surprised here that Chris Jericho, like I said, did join Don Callis, but then again, the JAS did leave him, so it made a lot of sense. And so later on in the night, as Chris Jericho's receiving medical attention for that attack, he challenges Will Ospreay to a match at All In. This was not the direction I thought they were going to go for. I thought we were going to get Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega 3 at All In, but But, you gotta have Will Ospreay on the card. This is not the direction I thought they were gonna go with. And I kind of thought Chris Jericho wasn't going to join. But nice little twist here. I don't mind that. AEW Dynamite started with the AEW International title match. It was Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta. Since I thought we were going to see the same painting only with Jericho and Don Callis. So you mean like the opposite? So basically, wait, Chris Jericho holding Don Callis' head? Is that what you're saying? I guess that would make sense. So obviously, if you guys have been watching Orange Cassidy's matches, you know this he was going to retain. It's no surprise here. Orange Cassidy retained. Right? But like at the end, the BCC, since they were at ringside, they attack Orange Cassidy. And then the best friends come out to his aid. Like, I meant the same painting used in the Festival of Friendship. Oh, okay. That's what you meant. So the Lucha Brothers also come out, and then Eddie Kingston returns, and he lays down the challenge, Stadium Stampede. So it's going to be Eddie Kingston, the Lucha Brothers' best friends, and Orange Cassidy versus the Blackpool Combat Club and 3 partners of their choosing. So I thought the rivalry with best friends and BCC was over. Wasn't that the whole point of the parking lot brawl here? Unless this is going to lead to Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley for that orange I want to say orange, for the international title, then I can see why it's continuing. But if not, then like, what's the point? So who do you think are going to be the mystery partners for the BCC here? They need 3 men. Could it be maybe Dark Order? What's another 3-person? Based on what happened with House of Black, I don't think they're an option. So are they going to probably get someone from New Japan? What do you guys think? Let me know in the live chat or in the comment section. Sweet cases are just giving you an idea and orange butter. I messed up. I botched. You know what I meant. International title. Speaking of which, I'm sure you this Orange Cassidy, like every time Orange Cassidy defends the international title, he always opens the show, which I know some people are tired of Orange Cassidy opening the show. We get a Kenny Omega interview, which is interrupted by Don Callis. Like basically during this interview, Kenny Omega was talking about his childhood. He's talking about Don Callis, and Don Callis interrupts, and then Juice Robinson, and it looked like Jay White, I couldn't really see because I was sitting on the side, attacked Kenny Omega. He opens because he's Tony Khan's golden boy. Okay. And so then it cuts to Hangman. He's like in front of an ambulance, and he says that if people are gonna do a beatdown, it should last more than 2 minutes. Makes a point that Kenny is not friendless, and at London it's gonna be Kota Ibushi and Hangman Adam Page versus Bullet Club Gold and Konosuke Takeshita. Which makes sense because the Young Bucks are facing FTR. I figured they would set up a title defense for Orange Cassidy at Allin, then have him finally lose it at Wembley Stadium, right? You would think they'd set up John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy, since it seems like, at least that's what I think it's going. That's what I thought it was going, but who knows? Jack Perry says he's going to retire the FT title next week. Yeah, I think Cassidy's losing the title at all. I don't think at Allin because he's part of that Stadium Stampede match. Maybe All Out. So Jack Perry said he's going to retire the FTW title next week on Dynamite. And you can tell on commentary, Taz did not like this idea. So I'm wondering if this is going to lead to Jack Perry versus Taz. Like I said, you could do a whole legend killer gimmick, killing all these ECW legends. He already beat Rob Van Dam. Taz would make perfect sense, especially because Taz created that belt. So I wouldn't mind that. Taz versus Jack Perry here. Okay. We had Darby Allin and Nick Wayne versus the Gates of Agony, which obviously Darby Allin and Nick Wayne won here. Like Joker's thing. Let me see. Yeah, Taz is going to be next. Yeah, definitely. Joker's thing appeared on the Titantron. He's talking about directing and making movies. He tells AR Fox to have eyes on the back of his head. It's basically going to be a tag team coffin match here. And the funny part about this is that Sting says in 9 days they're going to face off at All In. Prince Nana, who looked like he got kidnapped, corrected him and said there's 11 days left. So, what did you guys feel about Sting challenging his Joker, Sting? Joker Sting is awesome. Yeah, he is. I wish we could see more of Joker Sting, but if you want to see more Joker Sting, TNA, or I should say Impact, did release a playlist of Joker Sting. So go check it out if you want to see more of him. Give me 1 second, ambulance. Okay, so we get a Better Than You Bay skit, which is hilarious. I honestly thought out of all their segments, this has to be the funniest one to date. So, like, it starts with them going to Outback Steakhouse, which, oh my god, that was a funny. So, and Adam Cole stops MJF and saying that they're going to prepare for their ambulance is me watching the show. So you're saying that was you being in that ambulance passing by? Oh my god. So like Adam Cole bought Crocodile Dundee for $5.99 and MJF is over here showing Adam Cole kangaroo videos. And now he wants to do a kangaroo kick. Kangaroo kick. Yeah. That was hilarious. And they put those hats on. I'm surprised they didn't wear any Steve Irwin outfit here. That's all they were missing, really, was just the attire. They had the hats. Crocodile Dundee films, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Crocodile Dundee films either, but I'm familiar with Crocodile Dundee, so I got the reference. And and like MJF wants to do the kangaroo kick to some guy that's right there, and they do the double clothesline, and then you get Tony Khan reprimanding them for that, and MJF says that he's gonna regret it in 2024. The kangaroo kick was awesome. Now Adam Cole should buy Kangaroo Jack for him and MJF to watch. Oh, I forgot about Kangaroo Jack. Oh my god, it's been such a long time since I've seen that movie. I totally forgot about Kangaroo Jack. That's the one with Anthony Anderson, right? And the talking kangaroo. So I wonder if that bit with Tony Khan scolding him was like a jab at himself for being a pushover boss. But honestly, like I said, this was hands down the best segment of theirs. My very Joker Sting moment is when he did that promo on Bobby Lashley when he said he was getting his boots and he said tights and he called him Bob Bay. Huh. I have to check that out. So this skit leads into a segment. And before the segment, you see Roderick Strong appear with OGK, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett. So basically, in this segment, they're in the ring. Let me see. Tony Khan acting like a boss there. Not surprised if he shouts like that behind the scenes of the drama there. Maybe. Yeah, Kangaroo Jack starred Jerry O'Connor and Anthony Anderson. It's been such a long time since I've seen that movie that I have to go back and watch it because I don't remember what's it about. I know it's about some talking kangaroo. I just forgot what the plot was. So MJF is talking about how they're gonna win with the kangaroo kick, but Adam Cole says double clothesline here. Now, Adam Cole starts talking about how this match is important for his legacy because he's been at the top of every promotion he's ever worked for, and he's broken records. I think correct anybody in the live chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that till this day, Adam Cole is still the longest reigning NXT champion of all time. I believe, unless 30 was petty and he broke his record. Let me see. I haven't seen it in a long time. Well, but the kangaroo didn't talk. I remember, but it was an okay film, but forgettable. Really? I thought he talked. Okay, So he tells MJF that he loves him, but he needs to win this match. And he sent him out of and as a friend. He will do, and this is the important part, he will do anything and everything to win this title. So that begs the question, does he know, what is Adam Cole going to do? I mean, he's already hinted at turning on MJF. Even here, when MJF had his back turned, Adam Cole teased attacking him. And I'm sure MJF will do the same thing too. Because, MJF said that the Triple B is everything to him. So he says that he loves Adam Cole like a brother. And Adam Cole says, may the best man win. And MJF says that he will win. So then Aussie Open attacked them. And they tried to do a double clothesline to Mark Davis. But they fell. And, after Adam Cole teased that he was going to attack MJF, they hug. And again, the Kingdom and Roderick Strong are watching this backstage. It says, yes, Adam Cole's 403-day reign is still the longest in NXT series. See, there you go. It's still intact. So I honestly think somebody's going to go down in that Ring of Honor tag team title match. I don't know if that match is going to happen. MJF doesn't seem to be the type of guy to want to wrestle 2 matches in the same night. I know he said he would, but is he really? I still wonder what he put in that contract Adam Cole signed that Adam Cole did not read. I mean, we've gotten teases from both Adam Cole and MJF about a potential turn. Like I said, tonight we got Adam Cole teasing turning on MJF. But there's so many ways this can play out. At this point, it seems like we're all expecting Adam Cole to turn on MJF. And MJF turning on Adam Cole is too predictable. What if they both turn on each other? Again, what role does the Kingdom and Roderick Strong play in all this? Well, how do they factor in? Are they going to cost Adam Cole the tag titles? What if that was the plan all along? So I'm very intrigued to see where this goes. What do you guys think is going to happen? Honestly, like I said, somebody's going to go down in that tag team title match. Whether MJF shows up, whether MJF leaves Adam Cole hanging, maybe Adam Cole turns on MJF in this match, I don't know, but something's going to go down. That's going to affect the main event at Allin. So you get Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus the Bunny. The winner of this match would move on to the four-way match at Allin, and I can tell you who wins this match. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, won this match. Roderick Strong might turn on Adam Cole. Really? Okay, I can see that too. So there's so many layers to unpack there that I don't know where it's going. Okay, so one of the interesting things is that Britt is wearing her outfit from the first Allin that she wore. And since it was right after she graduated dental school, she wore the coat, the lab coat, and that's the first time she was ever called Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And another fun thing is that the Bunny and Penelope Ford call themselves Final Girls, which, if you guys watch horror movies, Final Girls or Final Girl is usually the last surviving victim of the killer in horror movies. And right here, Penelope Ford, the book for this match has been horribly predictable. Yeah, it has. Because even though they teased Penelope Ford even though Penelope Ford took Britt's glove away from her, it didn't mean anything because Britt still won here. She won with the stomp to the back of the head of the Bunny. Totally predictable match. I could have told you Britt was going to win before without even having to watch that match. So we get the Acclaim versus some jobbers. I don't know what was jobbers, and we didn't get that. The lights went out and House of Black attack them. Okay, Julia Hart has Daddy Ass's boots. Okay. I like the Acclaim. I met the Acclaim during WrestleMania week at WrestleCon. Fun guys. But I felt like this segment was so out of place because their match happened on Collision. So I'm not quite sure why this segment was on Dynamite and not on Collision. I mean, is it probably because they were going to use it to set up a match? But you could still do that on Collision. And I want to meet the Acclaim also. If you ever get the chance to meet the Acclaim, do it because they are some awesome guys. And like Daddy Ass is right next to them. So I got scissored. I got scissored by Daddy Ass. This segment should have been in Collision, right? Right? It should have been. And like, what happened with Andrade? Like, he had that ladder match with Buddy Matthews. That was it. That's the end of the feud. Like, he's not gonna go after Malachi Black. Please tell me they're not gonna make this a trios match. Andrade, and the Acclaim versus the House of Black. Because that's not what we should be getting at All In. Really. What happened to Andrade versus Malachi Black? It seemed like they were teasing it, and now all of a sudden we do a 180 and it's the House of Black versus the Acclaim. I don't know. I just was not a huge fan of this. You could have stuck this on Collision. It would have made much more sense, but this just totally felt out of place here. We get the Young Bucks versus the Gun. Let me see. They should have given Shida the bye, had Saraya beat Anna Jay, and have Sky Blue beat Toni Storm, and then Britt could have beat the Bunny. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah, but you're totally right. Like, they made these matches predictable. They had made those outcomes predictable. So this main event was actually a really good main event. I like the main event. I like the ending where like you see Nick Jackson stopping Colton Gunn from helping. Let me see. Then there would be at least some doubt as to who would win at All In. Exactly. And speaking of which, like, are we only getting one women's match at All In? What about like Chris Statlander? She doesn't get to defend her TBS title at All In. Just Hikaru Shida. I mean, I get it, quality over quantity, but still, like, we should get at least one more match, right? So like Nick Jackson stopped Colton from helping Austin, but then Nick did the same thing. He assisted Matt Jackson in pinning Austin. Of course, the Young Bucks win this, and the Bullet Club Gold attack the Bucks. FTR can aid the Bucks. They hit the Shatter Machine on Juice, and then FTRT's hitting the Bucks. And that is how Dynamite goes off the air. So, like, overall, I feel like tonight's show was mostly used to set up All In. But I did think that the show felt rushed. I mean, we got so much happening in the first 30 minutes. Like, let's look at what happened in the first 30 minutes. We had the international title match. We had the Kenny Omega interview, the Hangman Adam Page promo, and the start of the Chris Jericho segment. So you didn't have time to breathe. It was like everything was just going. Everything was just like go, 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 go. Let me see. 2 out of 10 shows sucked. This was the worst Dynamite of the year. You can tell they phone in on this show. This was the Monday Night Raw disguised as Dynamite. Ouch, that bad, eh? Although, you know, I did enjoy the Better Than You, Baby, Skit and promo. The international title match and the main event, in my opinion, were great. The women's match, I just felt was too predictable. You know, this wasn't AEW Dynamite's best show. You know, they've had much better shows. And it was that bad. Wow, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I felt like, man, I don't know where they went wrong with this show, but it was just, there were some good parts of it. It was more like a Rampage show. Yeah, me personally, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 just because I did like some parts of this, but not entirely. All right. So with that being said, that concludes the review. And thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me see. Man booked this show instead of Tony Khan. That is hilarious. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. It is Power Month. I know I didn't release any content this Tuesday, but feel free to check out my unboxing of the Black and Gold Dino Megazord, my ranking of the Power Ranger themes from Mighty Morphin to Dino Favorite, from my least favorite to my most favorite. This coming Tuesday, I should be releasing another video. I will be ranking the anniversary specials. Speaking of anniversary specials, as you guys know, we are on the road to celebrating the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers on August 28th. Let's see. One of my friends had brought up to me potentially going to Dynamite tonight, but all plans fell through last minute. Oh, okay. So with that being said, I'll see you guys Friday after Rampage. Bye.